Hi, fellow traders. Ed here, repping Bear Bull Traders. I'm here with another one of my patented day trading recaps. Ready to kick off another Money Making Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend and you got some rest and you're off to a really good start. So we're going to jump right in here and look at the SPY here. We looked at this chart yesterday, and what I looked at and what I thought would happen was when the market or the futures opened at 8 o'clock last night, we would get a gap up, potentially to check this, test this level here. And then by the time we got into pre-market, we were starting to come back and sell off, and we were going to get kind of a sell-off day. That it might recover later in the day, but I felt we would have a sell-off day if it gapped up at the open at 8 o'clock last night. And that's exactly what we got. But we pulled back and we didn't bounce off the 5-day. We actually closed below it. So tomorrow we're looking for either it to take out the low and confirm taking out the 5-day and potentially coming back to the 20 here, the 10, maybe getting down to the 10-day tomorrow. We'll see. But there is a possibility we could turn around and rip up. So we're in no man's land. We could do either or. So we just have to let the market tell us when it's time to trade. The market will tell us when we can get in line and get money. And if we don't listen, if we sit there and say it's not enough, or we wanted to do that, or we wanted to do this, shame on you. Because the market is here every day handing out money. And my job is to teach you guys how to be in the right line to get it. Now, some days we don't. Some days we get chopped up. But hey, that's trading. But as long as we're in that line most of the days, I think we're going to be fine. So let's take a look at our day here. Now, we had some really good lessons today. The first one I was talking about was Friday. Friday, I lost just over $1,000. So at the end of the day, Friday, aftermarket Friday, I was sitting there and I was doing my reflection and journaling and everything. And some news came out over RIVN. I heard it on Squawk. And I was like, well, I thought I had turned the Squawk off, but I didn't. And I hear this news about RIVN. And you can see here is where it closed Friday. And then I hear this news. And I'm like, you know what? There's not a whole lot of people trading. The volume is low. I could buy this. I bet you this is going to gap up to $20 to $120 at the open on Monday. I can take 2/3 off, make back my $1,000 I lost today, and have some cushion to start the day off with. It's amazing how your mind can convince you of silly stuff when you're at a vulnerable point. And when you have a bad day, you're at a vulnerable point. And I'd already seen how much money I lost. So that was burned in my mind, and that's why I don't watch my P&L. That's why I don't even look at it until after the day is over, because I know it will get in my mind and cause me to do stupid stuff if it's not where I want it to be. So, and that's what happened. I ended up taking this with that stupid plan, but thankfully it did gap up. It didn't gap up to 120 the way I thought. It eventually got there, but I had to take profit here at 117.50. We got a pullback. Next target 120.50 after the open. Nice strong move, but you could see these wicked out candles. We just had all kind of people beating us down that just didn't want this to go. But I was able to take profit here. Ended up getting knocked out as we pulled back. Waited till later in the day. Once it reclaimed VWAP, I got back in it again. This was another one of these wicked out candles, and I started thinking, damn, we might be coming back. So we put in another solid green candle here, but then over here the price action started to look crazy again. So I took some off. Should have taken some off at 120, which was my target once I entered here. This was my first target, but I didn't. Ended up having to take it off once we got back here. Let me blow this back up since we already showed you that. So did pretty decent on RIVN. Here is, we were late in the day. We were still in the choppiness, because this was the high, and we're still in some of the intraday levels that we can get chopped out of. Now this wasn't so bad, but this is the kill zone. It's just it's not cluttered with as many mines as we have like back in here. And the reason why I call it is the kill zone is because once we get in these zones, the market just picks us off one by one. Some of us are lucky to get out, and you'll see a trade where I was lucky to get out of it. Like right here, I was lucky to survive this. But you want to stay out of the kill zones, what I would call no man's land. This is where you don't want to take trades, because you're sitting ducks for the market. But that's RIVN. The next trade I took was on QCOM. Really nice trade on this. This is the break of the pre-market high. This is the aggressive form of my opening range strategy. The more conservative is waiting for the first 5-minute candle to close and then go in. But today felt like an aggressive day, and we talked about that this morning. So once I got the break, I bought it. Started nailing profits on the way up. Didn't quite get to 191.50. So it got to 191.08. And that was that. But really nice trade on this. And, to you guys that sent me emails and messages Friday telling me that, hey, see, you should be doing this, or you should be using this pivot stuff and this thing. No. Because I'm very good at what I do. If I have a bad day and the market doesn't work with me, so be it. This is the same setup I took Thursday and tore it up. And I took Friday and got blown up. Didn't do well on Friday, but I took the same strategy today. The strategy works more times than it doesn't. You just don't know when it's not going to work. You have to trade it every day without question. And if you sit there and try to decide once it triggers whether you want to take it or not, it's too late. But really nice trade on this. You can see it fell back into the kill zone, and there are really no trades inside the kill zone. You can scalp little moves, but you better be ducking and dodging, to keep from getting hit. So that was QCOM. The next trade was NVIDIA, and you can see we had a nice breakout here, clean. I got in, took profit, maybe took it too early, but I wanted to take some off at 295 because I knew this was a strong level. And I got stopped out at break even after the little base hit, and I could have gotten in here. This is when DOS was acting up. DOS had an issue today, and you can see there's a big gap here, and this is where it was acting up. So I didn't get in the trade here, but it did give me more opportunities. I was already doing mentor sessions at that time, so I missed this move. But a lot of people got NVIDIA. This was a really, really solid trader. My timing was just off. I wasn't able to. It was later in the session, too much going on, and just kind of messed up on it. But I did what I could. I stuck to my process, and there's nothing else I can do about it. I had to stop out at break even. I'm not going to allow it to go past break even just to see if it's going to work. I'm going to lock in my profit, and I could have always got back in if the situation had worked out well enough for me to get back in. Next trade after NVIDIA was SQ. SQ was a really nice trade. Here's the opening range low. We never broke it. So we did break it here, but didn't confirm. It turned around and bounced. Here we confirmed this candle, taking it out, and got short. Got a couple of targets. 172 seemed to be the bottom on this. I was looking for 170, 150 for the next cover. But once we bounced back and started to push, we made a higher low. I was done. I got out once we made a higher high. And then I turned around and thought I was smart and went long here. I was in the session and I was showing how to get in early with small size and then add to being full size. And that's what I did. But this is the kill zone. And there's a specific way you have to trade inside that kill zone. I'm ducking and dodging. And thankfully, I got out. Maybe with a little nick, but I did get out of it. And picked up a couple of bucks. But inside this, there's just no room to move around. When you run in, the market's ambushing you, and it's just going to pick you apart. So, that was the lesson for the day, is to really stay out of the kill zone. Unless you're risking it. I'm not a scalper. I'm not going to teach you that. I'll demonstrate it, but I'm not going to teach it to you, and you're not going to see me do that very often. So that was SQ. Airbnb was the issue today. This was the one that broke my back, caused me to do some revenge trading. Really, really upset with myself. We were already sold out pretty good, but just like NVIDIA, this thing had 3 or 4 points down. I don't mind taking 3 or 4 points going into the close, but it came down, it bounced a little bit, held a 9, didn't quite sell off. Once we turned around and lost resistance, I bailed out, turned around and bought it, went long in this mess. No man's land, kill zone, messing around with the kill zone again. You got to stay the hell out of this. I made a little bit of money, but here I get back in the kill zone and start losing it again. All revenge trading. Once I had to quit. I had to stop. If I didn't stop and just shut this thing off, I would have been in bad shape. But we did that and got out of that. The inadvertent trade today wouldn't be a good day unless I had one. I was trying to show you guys, I was trying to show the people in chat my trade report. So I was trying to pop it out, but the box, the pop out box disappeared, and when I clicked it, I clicked the buy 200 button, and it put me in 200 shares of U. Now the reason we had U up was because it did get some news, but there was no volume, and I wasn't gonna buy it. I didn't want to go through what I went through again with the trade from LC, what is it? I can't remember the doggone ticker. RIVN. Golly. LCID and RIVN are pretty much in the same industry, so get them mixed up. But I have to hold this overnight. If I've got a $150 order in, if it does pop up there, I can get hit. But I've got to hold this overnight. Hopefully we get the same move with buyers coming in on the good news, on the break, on the analyst upgrade, and I'm able to take this off and start tomorrow with a profit. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but it's what happened. So what did we make today? Real quick, we're gonna flash back to the let's see, from current slide. Flashback here, give you a quick idea of, show you what we made today, and we'll be done. All right, so today, 588.09 was the big hit we took on Airbnb. This is the one that I'm still in. I'm not down on it $200 now. I mean $300 now, but I was when I took this snapshot. But holding this one overnight and all that. But you see 2085.33. Really good Monday. I made back what I lost. This is what I lost Friday. These are the stocks we traded Friday. DocU, Oracle, LCID, got nailed on every last one of them. All right, every last one of them got nailed on. But made that money back and then some. Traded the same way, didn't change anything. Just because you have a losing day, do not let anybody tell you what you're doing is not right. Don't let people who don't know what the hell they're doing themselves tell you that you're not doing something right. You have to be consistent. You have to come every day and execute your edge in the market. Yeah, you're going to have winning days. You're going to have losing days. But if you have an edge, you're going to have more winning days than losing days. And you will be profitable. So you guys have a great night, a great evening. And I will catch you tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Yep. Catch you tomorrow. Taco Tuesday.